Welcome to WabWorks. Today we are going to be doing a deep clean of the General here. We're going to lift it up off the ground, take the tires off, remove the seats, get everything out of the way so we can get to everything, because if you ever rode ATVs or side-by-sides, you know that water, mud, dirt, grass, it gets everywhere. So to get a good deep cleaning of this, we're going to blow it all apart and then get it cleaned up, dry it off, moved inside, and we'll show you some tips and tricks along the way to get it shined up and looking brand new. So thanks for joining and welcome to WabWorks. So now that I got everything taken apart and the seats out, it's opened up where you can get to everything and get all this dirt and mud that's caked up in the frame and on the engine back here. You get all to the suspension and get all this that's splattered up here on the top side of the fender wells. Get down here, it just opens up everything nicely where you can get everything and clean everything, because it does get dirty and this stuff gets everywhere. So hopefully this will be open up enough where I can get all this stuff really cleaned up, because if it's not clean, how do you know if anything's broken, right? So we're going to get started doing that. Get the pressure washer out, and we're just going to start in here, try to get all this cleaned up, and then once we get it, the main mud and grime knocked off, then we can come back with the soap and rags and water and brushes and all that good stuff. The tires being off, that helps where you can get the front side and the back side. I got some tips and tricks to try to get this chrome shined up. Never tried it before, but we're going to try it now and see if we can get those things shined up and maybe get some of that rust off of there. But having the tires off, you can also get to the back side, because all this gets caked up with mud, and with it on the vehicle, you can't get to this stuff. So if we get all that cleaned up, so let's get started. stuff off of it, and it's already looking a lot better. We're going to next mix up some, well, I'm not even going to mix it up. I'm just going to concentrate Purple Power, put it in a spray bottle, and then spray it down and pressure wash it again so that Purple Power can release all the dirt that's stuck on there and get the dirt off of it. Then we're going to let it dry out by air drying, and then we're going to start the real cleaning process, and I'll show you what I use when we get to that point. But right now we're going to be putting our Purple Power, and it's just cheap Purple Power stuff. We're going to just pour that, don't mix it with water or nothing, just straight concentrate. It seems to work the best like that. We're just going to pour it in the pump sprayer, pump it up, and let all that sit for a minute, and then pressure wash that off, get all the rest of the dirt that's stuck on there. Then we'll move to the wheels and tires, and I made up a couple little things to help with that process, and we'll show you guys what that is. Get it good and pumped up and just start spraying it off, and then we're going to get the pressure washer again and hit it one more time. If you notice in the time-lapse video, I went, after I soaked it down with the spray, I went from the bottom to the top. Not sure if that's right to do, but in my theory is if you go from the bottom, or from the top to the bottom, then you're going to be washing the soap off before you get to the bottom, and it's not going to be doing any good. So what I do is I start at the bottom, and then I work my way up, and then before the final rinse down, I make sure I got everything, and then what I do on the final is I go from the top and then wash everything down. That way it washes all the soap, residual soap off and everything like that. And that's why I do that. I'm not sure if that's right or wrong, but that's the way I do it. It seems to work out great. So the next thing we're going to do is jumping on these tires, and the solution that I use, the Purple Power that I use in the spray, works really good on tires. I know that. I'm going to be trying something new today. I've always heard that an SOS Brillo pad, the soapy SOS pads, work really good on taking off little surface rust spots on the chrome caps. So we're going to remove the chrome caps from the wheels, and we're going to try the SOS. So we'll learn together, I guess. And if it works, that's going to be awesome. I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen. So let's take these caps off. Well, how do they come off? Let's see here. Oh, they are jammed in there. Let me see. Maybe from this way? I might need to get a tool. Well, I don't think those caps come off. I might have to just clean them up with them on the rim, because I don't want to tear it up trying to get it out. And it seems like it's got a little lip here, and if I try to hit it from the bottom, it just seems to be bending this. So I guess we'll just get the SOS pads and clean them with them on the wheel. Put a little water in a bucket. Got my SOS pads. I guess we can open them up. Got to get the ones with the soap already in there. That just makes sense, right? So let's see here. It's got a little bit of rust on there. We'll see if these clean up. Lots of soap. that worked really, really good. So this is the first one I did that I showed you guys a while ago. The front one seemed to be in way better shape than the rear ones. They did very, very, very well with the SOS Brillo pad. The rear ones still did really good. They cleaned up really well, but they're a little bit worse for wear than the front ones. But it took a lot of that surface rust off. There's some deeper grooves and deeper rust that of course is not going to come off because it's done got through the plating. But all in all, I'm very impressed. 10 out of 10 would recommend to use the Brillo pads for cleaning up your chrome. I also did a little bit of test area right here on this, and it cleaned this up really, really well too. So I think when I go to wash the wheels, I'm going to get those SOS pads out and do the ring of the rim, and down here where the machine part of the rim is. Not so much on the black, because I don't know if that'll scratch the coating on there. But yeah, impressed with the Brillo pads. So we got it all cleaned up. There's a little bit of splatter stuff, but that's no big deal. When we get it inside after it dries up, that's when we're gonna make it look pretty. But now, since everything's blowed apart, will be a good time to check stuff like your brakes. Make sure that you don't have any issues with your rotor or your pads. Shake stuff around. That's a little bit loose, but I'm gonna let it go. Just look everything over when you got access to everything. Look inside, check the battery. Oh, so a little story. When we got the differential fixed, we took it for a ride, had a little fun, played in the mud. Everything was going great. And then the battery box broke and fell out. And when it did, it caught the throttle cable and basically went wide open. And I was slamming on brakes, trying to figure out what was going on, and my wife was smart enough to reach up there and turn the key off as we was going through the trees in the woods off the trail. So luckily we didn't die, but I had to fabricate up a piece of aluminum and bolt the battery box back down. Had to change the battery. It actually ripped the positive post off the old battery, so I had to replace that battery. So I've been in here recently. I know everything's good, everything's tight, seat belts are good. But yeah, so just a good time to check everything over, look everything close, make sure we don't have any problems. Back brakes look pretty good, got a little bit of wear on them. But yeah, check your rig over so you don't have batteries falling out and almost killing you. So we got it back inside. It's been a couple days because I got distracted. It should be plenty dry now where we can get started putting some lipstick on this pig, try to get it shined up. There's a couple of chemicals that I use to get it finished off. For the tires, I use this stuff, just some tire shine cleaning. This thing don't have a windshield wiper, so you got to put some kind of water repellent on it, and I've just been using this. Seems to work great. And then for the seats, I have sprayable leather conditioner cleaner. It seems to help keep the moisture in it, cleans them up real good, makes them look good. And then the secret ingredient that I use is a telephone call. Ignore that. The secret ingredient I use to make it shine up is just some household regular old WD-40. This stuff works great. I use it on everything except the windshield, but the body panels, the wheels, the inside trim pieces, the outside plastic, and it works really good, and I'll show you how good it works. Come with me. So right here we got the plastic trim on this, and as you can see, it's kind of grayed out and don't look very good. But you just take some of this, spray it on there. I'm going to do this half, and I will pull that tape and see the difference here in just a second. And then just get a rag. I use this microfiber cloth and just wipe it down. You might have to put a little elbow grease in it to get it done good, but it does really good on this plastic, and it makes it look brand new. And but I use it all over everything. Even the metal parts, you know, it keeps it from rusting and stuff like that too. So it's just a good all-around thing. You know, they say WD-40 and duct tape. That's all you need. All right, so let's pull this off. Well, I'll get a little bit. It's fine. But see the difference that it makes? I love this stuff. Probably should buy stock in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole thing, and then we'll move to the inside, and I'll show you guys how well it works on the inside stuff too. So next we're just going to be cleaning the glass, and then we're going to put the Rain-X on it, get it waterproof-ish. To clean it using this glass cleaner, just regular automotive glass cleaner, and then we'll put the Rain-X on it, and the windshield will be good to go. In the meantime though, I'm going to go ahead and spray the tires down. This is just a spray and forget, so we'll spray it down real quick and then clean the glass, and that way this will have time to do its magic stuff that it does. So we'll do that as well. So moving on to the seats, we're going to get the WD-40 back out, and the plastic stuff here, we're going to clean it up just a little bit with the WD-40. This gets extremely dirty, and it's not seen, so I'm not really worried about that. And we'll get the frame here and the back of the seat, but then we'll get the leather cleaner, and then we'll go all over the vinyl. It's not leather, but the leather cleaner seems to work really well on it, so we'll get started on that and do the two front seats. Then we have the hood, I guess is what you'd call it. Spray some WD on that, get it wiped off, get it all back installed, and I think we'll be done. So that about wraps it up for this one. Does it have a showroom shine to it? Probably not, but it does look a lot better. And from that 25 yard, 30 yards, it's going to look brand new. But it looks pretty darn good for a 14-year-old buggy. So I'm satisfied. Looks much better, and turns out really good, I think. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.